For over a decade, Ripple has worked to bridge the gap between blockchain and traditional finance. We've built enterprise-grade digital asset infrastructure, trusted by the world's largest banks. From instant global payouts and access to off-ramps, to secure digital asset custody solutions, to the stablecoin created with trust and compliance at its core.
And what we've learned from that is our customers really want a one-stop shop for all their digital asset needs, so they can have solutions that are fully integrated. And Ripple is building out this suite that will meet all the needs of our customers to be able to tokenize, store, and exchange and move their digital assets. And what you can expect to see from us in the next few months and into 2025 are first an EVM sidechain that we are releasing in partnership with our partner XLR. And this is exactly what we need in the digital world, is very secure storage for all of our digital assets. Because of this, we are fortunate enough to count some of these very large banks as our customers. We have banks like BBVA, like DBS, and HSBC that we are fortunate to have as customers, and many more. And finally, we'll be adding an integration with staking platforms so that customers who have assets sitting in the custody product will be able to earn yield on those rather than having them just sit there idly.
We focused a lot on banks in the beginning just because a press release with a bank is a big thing, but we discovered they're just very slow to move. Like, if all they want is a press release, now we're like, hey, we want to actually move billions of dollars now. And they're like, yeah, we kind of don't.
Entire crew is go. Enjoy the ride, pal.
If you got a baggie, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more Moon o'clock news. No breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra. Bullishness. Shout out to the latest. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in. Go ahead, throw on those moon suits, throw on those pilot shades. Go ahead and throw that XRP in the bag and buckle up. Let's go full speed, full throttle into the cryptoverse. We got the total global cryptocurrency market cap today at 2.54 trillion, up about 2% in the past 24. Green day today. We got XRP currently right around 52.5 cents. Stellar XLM right around 9.5 cents. We got BTC above 72K. ETH right around 26 hundo. We got Flare Networks right around 0.014. Axelar right around 78 cents. XDC 0.028. Songbird 006. Stronghold 0041. We got one from Ripple to pop things off. As demand for digital assets grows, secure custody solutions like Ripple Custody are a must-have for banks. Our digital asset custody guide offers a blueprint for managing digital assets to unlock revenue and drive customer trust in this 20 trillion market. Also, Ripple dropped a whole bunch of Ripple Swell goodies, including charting our course, a look at Ripple's product roadmap 2025, Ripple Swell 2024. Before we dive in, some of the key things to look out for: Ripple's overreaching goals to provide a comprehensive suite of products that enable enterprises to tokenize, store, exchange, and move value. This is part of Ripple's strategy to bridge traditional finance and decentralized finance, the one true killer app, the one-stop shop for all financial institutions and enterprises. Know what you hold, know what's coming, and know why. They want you out.
Share with you what's in store on the product roadmap for 2025. Thank you.
That sounds great. Thank you.
For over a decade, Ripple has worked to bridge the gap between blockchain and traditional finance. We've built enterprise-grade digital asset infrastructure, trusted by the world's largest banks. From instant global payouts and access to off-ramps, to secure digital asset custody solutions, to the stablecoin created with trust and compliance at its core. Ripple enables enterprises around the world to tokenize, store, exchange, and move value. We're not waiting for the future of finance to arrive. We're building the Internet of Value today.
All right. Once again, thank you, Monica, and thank all of you for being here. As we talked about, Ripple has spent most of its history with its feet in both worlds of traditional finance and decentralized finance. And what we've learned from that is our customers really want a one-stop shop for all their digital asset needs, so they can have solutions that are fully integrated. This is not really a surprise. There is precedent for this. If you look at some of the traditional internet companies, no matter what business these companies are in, they all need the common components of compute, storage, and networking. And they could buy these from different vendors and stitch it together. And historically, that's what they did decades ago. But that creates a huge amount of overhead in integrating these services. It means that they don't perform as well as they could if they're all tightly coupled, and it leads to more disjointed customer experiences. So with that in mind, Ripple is building out this suite that will meet all the needs of our customers to be able to tokenize, store, and exchange and move their digital assets. So with that in mind, I'd like to dive into the product suite and talk about what we have in store in the coming months and into 2025. So I'm going to start with the XRP ledger because the first step in the digital asset lifecycle is to tokenize an asset. You can't do anything on the blockchain unless you get the assets onto the blockchain. And the XRP ledger is really the best tool to do this. XRP ledger was purpose-built for financial applications, and it has all the key components that are necessary to build a decentralized financial application built into it. Because of this, you don't have to write smart contracts to build the applications that you need. And that's important for several reasons. Writing a smart contract requires a lot of code, and being able to minimize the code that you write makes the development more accessible and easier for more developers. It also means that less code also makes it more efficient. And you can see that manifested in the low transaction fees that are on the XRP ledger. But by far most importantly, having less code means that there's less opportunity to introduce bugs into your applications. And we have seen, while smart contracts can be very powerful and they give you the flexibility to do tremendous things, they can also be dangerous. The more code you write, the more opportunity you have for bugs. And we've unfortunately seen some real world consequences of this happen. So the XRP ledger is a great place to build your applications because it does have a lot of the capabilities that you need built in without needing to write smart contracts. So Ripple naturally doesn't own the XRP ledger. It's open source, it's decentralized, it's community owned. But because our entire product suite is built on the XRP ledger, we make significant contributions into this and into the community. Over the last year, you may have seen some of these contributions in the form of proposed amendments for automated market maker, for decentralized identity, and for pricing oracles, some of which have already been incorporated and are live on mainnet. And what you can expect to see from us in the next few months and into 2025 are first an EVM sidechain that we are releasing in partnership with our partner XLR. And this will allow developers on the XRP ledger to connect to more than 50 other blockchains and take advantage of the capabilities on those blockchains and tap into the liquidity on those chains. You'll also see us put out a proposed amendment for multi-purpose tokens. These are sometimes referred to as semi-fungible tokens. And the reason you'd want to do this is that you can build more sophisticated or more complicated tokens on the ledger. So if you want to tokenize something like a bond and you want to include the maturity date or the coupon rate as data along with that token attached to that token, semi-fungible tokens or multi-purpose tokens will allow you to do that very easily. Finally, we'll be proposing amendments for additional permissioning on the DEX. The DEX already has many ways to ensure that you have security and that you're dealing with known entities. But additional permissioning capabilities will provide more flexibility so that banks on a decentralized ledger and on an anonymous ledger, they can still always know exactly who they're interacting with and make sure that they're always in compliance with their own rules and with the regulators. So moving on to custody, after you've tokenized an asset, you need to store it somewhere. In the old world, this is done in massive bank vaults. I think we're all familiar with these from the bank heist movies we watched growing up. Massive vaults with big, thick steel walls and big doors. And this is exactly what we need in the digital world: is very secure storage for all of our digital assets. So with this in mind, last year Ripple acquired Medico. And the reason that Medico was attractive to us is that, like Ripple, everything they have done has built to be security first and compliance first, and it's all built with the needs of some of the top tier financial institutions in mind. Because of this, we are fortunate enough to count some of these very large banks as our customers. We have banks like BBVA, like DBS, and HSBC that we are fortunate to have as customers, and many more. And in 2025, to continue to expand the capabilities of our custody solution, we'll be focused on adding more security options and more native integrations into the product. So first, we'll be expanding the optionality that customers have for hardware security modules so that they can bring their desired hardware security module to and integrate that into the custody solution. We'll have compliance integrations with third-party services for things like transaction screening and travel rule compliance to ensure that it's very easy in a single place to not only manage your assets, but to manage the compliance aspect of those assets. Our custody solution currently supports close to 20 different blockchains, but we're seeing interest from our customers in supporting more. So we will be adding more blockchains to the product in 2025. And finally, we'll be adding an integration with staking platforms so that customers who have assets sitting in the custody product will be able to earn yield on those rather than having them just sit there idly. In addition to the bank grade security and the very high level security and compliance that we built that is serving these very large banks, we're seeing interest in our product from other sectors outside of this. And they're looking for something that's a little bit more accessible than what we've built for some of the very largest banks. And what accessible means in this context is lower cost and easier to use and to operate. So in 2025, we'll be adding yet more options around key management and security to give more options and some of them lower cost for our customers. And we'll also be providing pre-configured templates for security and compliance so that a customer can decide what the kind of policies they want, apply a template out of the box, and be up and running without having to configure every aspect of their security rules. So let's talk about the Ripple stablecoin, the Ripple USD. We, after you've tokenized an asset and after you put it in storage, you're going to want to do something with it. And in order to do that, you generally are going to need liquidity. So to address this need, Ripple is launching the Ripple USD. You've heard a lot about it over the last couple of days. And like everything that Ripple does, this is a security first, compliance first product. And to ensure that we are meeting some of the most stringent regulatory requirements, we've issued this through a trust, and it is being regulated by the New York Department of Financial Services, which we had the pleasure of hearing from yesterday. We'll also be providing transparency into the reserves that back this token to give the market confidence that there is minimal risk of depegging. Naturally, we will find use for the Ripple stablecoin, the Ripple USD, in our own products and our customers as well. In custody, it's an ideal asset for settling trades of real-world assets. In our payments product, we'll be using the Ripple USD alongside of XRP to provide more liquidity options in the payment flow. And the stablecoins have already proven their value in the market as tools for on and off ramps. So this is a great way to get fiat onto the chain and leave it in an asset that is tied to the fiat currency until you're ready to deploy it for other uses. And similarly, a great way when assets are liquidated to be able to easily move the funds around the world.
A one-stop shop for banks, financial institutions, compliance first, institutional grade, bank grade custody, hold XRP or Ripple custody, earn some yield. Know what you hold, know what's coming. Once again, a one-stop shop for all banks, financial institutions, all the money, all the value, securely. XRP, XRP Ledger, NY Trust, compliance first, institutional, bank-grade custody. It's coming. Some of the key points: EVM sidechain in partnership with PeerSys, allowing developers to connect to over 50 other blockchains. Proposal for multi-purpose tokens, semi-fungible tokens to enable more sophisticated tokenization. Additional permissioning capabilities for the DEX, custody solutions, expansion of hardware security module options, integration with third-party compliance services for transaction screening and travel rule compliance, support for more blockchains, currently support nearly 20 for Ripple custody, integration with staking platforms to allow customers to earn yield, more key management and security options, pre-configured templates for security and compliance. And it keeps on getting better and better. Ripple stablecoin launching on Ethereum and XRP Ledger initially. Regulated by the New York Department of Financial Services. Transparency into reserve backing the token. Plans to support more blockchains beyond ETH and XRP Ledger. And expanding the ecosystem of partners and exchanges supporting Ripple's RLUSD. Payments, continued investment in the Ripple Payments Direct, expansion of the on and off ramp capabilities. Development of an asset-agnostic payment system supporting various fiat and crypto outputs. Overall strategy: Ripple aims to bridge traditional finance and decentralized finance, providing a comprehensive suite of products by tokenizing, storing, exchanging, and moving digital assets. The company is focusing on security, compliance, and integration across its products, offering to serve the needs of financial institutions. Enterprises, the best is still yet to come. All the money, all the value. Ripple's focused on building enterprise-grade digital asset infrastructure trusted by major banks and financial institutions worldwide, which includes tokenization capabilities through the XRP Ledger, secure storage solutions via their custody product, exchange functionality, including the new Ripple USD stablecoin, value transfer through their payment product. Ripple aims to be the one-stop shop for financial institutions and enterprises for all the money, all the value. XRP, RippleNet, and a single API. Welcome to the internet of value. David Schwartz, Talking Banks.
You want to compete with them. You want to be a small to medium enterprise playing in that pond. Do you want to spend $1 billion hiring hundreds of payment engineers to be able to? No, right? You want some other you want some other solution. And so those are good target markets. Banks, it's very sexy when you close a deal with the bank, and we do that sometimes, but they're very slow movers. They're very slow to execute. They're very conservative. They're never going to be Ripple success stories. And it's hard to get them to push the benefits down to their customers because that's risky for them. And then it highlights where they're inefficient. So we focused a lot on banks in the beginning just because a press release with a bank is a big thing, but we discovered they're just very slow to move. Like if all they want is a press release, now we're like, hey, like we want to actually like move billions of dollars now. And they're like, yeah, we kind of don't.
Dark Defender 2024 Bullrun, November 2024, 2025. Finally there. And we got Descent Wallets unmatched security perfected with fingerprint technology. Links down below for the Bagman discount on the single pack or the double pack. Descent Wallet, your best wallet for XRP, XLM, XDC, Flare, Songbird, Algo. Secure your assets today with Descent Wallets, the world's first biometrically secured cryptocurrency. Hardware wallet, not your keys, not your crypto. 64 plus mainnets, 3,600 plus cryptocurrencies. Know what you hold, know what's coming. The smartest way to manage your assets, not your keys, not your crypto. Descent Wallets. And with that being said, Batman Bag Ladies, the longer they take, the higher we climb on that XRP rich list. And although the XRP ledger is fast and efficient, the main two components to complement that are security and compliance, and your one-stop shop for all your banks and financial institutions. Where will those bags be when that regulation jar of molasses finally breaks open and XRP's true price is finally revealed? Big bags. Later glitches.
Welcome to the party. This a moon party. Hey, this a moon party. Hey, welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. This a moon party. This a moon party. Welcome to the party. We don't play round here. Moon suit on or you get sprayed round here. Watch where you walk and you